I'll beg you nice for money. And when the world treats you way too fairly, well, it's a shame on the dream.
Welcome back YouTube to another episode of Fast Car Checks. As you can see in the background, we've got my Honda S2000. Some of you will remember, the people that have been subscribed, this car was found as a non-starter. It absolutely needed everything and anything done to this car. Here it is, here in the flesh. Some of you would have already seen the video when we had it repaired. And now we have this car driving on road. It's been on road for probably about 4 months now. However, I've been busy doing everything, so this car here doesn't get driven as much. But today, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to give you the first drive in the Honda S2000. Now let's take you back a little bit to when we first got this car.
So as you know, I found a Honda S2000 on the side of the road in a sorry state. It was covered in grime, dirt, spider webs, inside and outside of the car. It looked like it needed a lot of work doing. We didn't know what was wrong with it, so what we tried to do was jump start the car to try and get it back to life. We then discovered that this car was going to need a lot of work doing, possibly crank, possibly rod knock, we didn't know. But what we done, we made a fair offer, put it on the back of the truck, then needed to unseize the caliper to try and get the car moving again to see what else was wrong.
So now that some of you new subscribers have seen this car and what it looked like before, now let's skip back to the present day. This car has been taken from non-starter, basically had mold over the seat, spider webs, hadn't been driven for 7 years. We took this car, we took it to LK Tuning. He's done everything that's been needed to do to this car. It's now had loads of stuff. We now got a new exhaust, we've got rims, we've got intake, we've done pretty much everything and anything you could think of from what you've just seen in that other video, done. However, we've done about 500 miles in the car and driven it around. But let's get into the story of this S2000. So, me and my friend Car, we picked this car up as a project car. We said what we wanted to do was buy a car that needed to be saved, relatively cheap, that we could build, make some money on top, and still have a bit of money left when it comes to the time to say the car's built, now let's make it look pretty with the wheels and the exhaust and the things that we've done to it. So I'll give you a list of the things now what it needed. So to start with, we bought the car. It needed calipers, discs, pads, spark plugs, engine oil, sump plug, oil filter, brake fluid, brake hoses, crank, main bearings, rod bearings, gaskets, clutch plate, clutch, sealant, roof, and now we've obviously done the exhaust and we've done the tires and the oil pump. So that's where we're at now, a long list of things, and it's been a good journey. We're going to go for a drive and we're going to tell you more about the Honda S2000. We've got the roof down on this car. Nice day to be fair, like luckily I took the car out and it's a nice sunny day in Britain, which is usually hard to come by. Honest to God, you can't beat a Honda when it comes to race noise. Listen to that. Drop it seconds. that doesn't matter if you've got a big turbo, 500-600 brake horsepower, this car's only 200 and I think it's about 41, 246 bhp, depending on year and model. But it's not the most brake horsepower, you know, in this modern day, you know, 300 horsepower is probably like where you're just about getting started. However, it's about how this car makes you feel, and it's got that X factor that you can tank it and you can feel like you're going a million miles an hour, and at the end of the day you want to feel safe in a car. You don't want to always feel like, you know, you put your foot down and next minute you've gone a quarter of a mile in, like, you know, matter of seconds. So it's nice to be in a car that you can actually control. And again, it's like I said, it sounds awesome, it looks awesome. Bearing in mind this car's made in 2002, so it's like pretty old. Styling's still good there with the modern day cars that you're seeing. And again, it's a legendary car. It may have not got the you know, Skyline Toyota Supra legendary status, but what I will say, it's its own car and it's its own legend in its own little league. Yeah, we're gonna give it its full first send, and you ready? This one sounds mad. Ready? Let's go! To delivery. So like you're getting a lot of cars here and like, you know, they deliver the power instantly and you're like, yeah, you know, it's time to put the brakes on. But I feel like with this car, it's progressive speed, so you haven't got to like back off the accelerator too much when you do hit a straight road. That's the one thing I will say. Whereas like, you know, you're getting a big 400 to 600 and them sort of territories, you're on and then you're off before you know it. Whereas like with this, you've got that nice balance of, you know, you're not going that fast, you know, but sliding. Can't get bored of that. Like for me, yeah, you're having safe fun. I will break the news to you guys anyway. I will be selling this car. I will be selling this car, and I'll leave my social medias where you can get a hold of me. So if you did want to inquire about this car, you're more than welcome to get hold of me via social media. I mean, my Instagram account is just Fast Car Checks. You should find it through that. You should be able to find my Facebook page as Fast Car Checks as well. So you should be able to find me through that. But the reason why, obviously, I'm looking to sell this car is just goes back to the fact that when we first set out to buy this car, it was a project. The project was get this car back on the road. That's all the project was. We obviously done things extra to the car, like the exhaust, the wheels. I think we've done an intake off the top of my head on the car, and also we've changed everything you could think that this car would need. It's had full service, everything. I'll give it a send anyway. It just comes alive, this car does, and it's a proper Honda, you know. Like I said, it's a shame that I don't drive it enough, because it will just put that smile on your face all day long. Like literally all day long, I could just be up and down in VTEC mode all day, because it just absolutely sounds awesome. This one with the NVIDIA exhaust obviously makes a difference again, so it's nice to actually have this car sounding like this, because yeah, it makes a massive difference. So we're gonna do a 0 to 60 in the Honda S2000. Usually it's me sat on that side, but I got my guy with me today. He's ready to come sit in for me, and then we're gonna do this 0 to 60. Zuba's gonna be doing my 0 to 60 today. So you tell me 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah. So ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
There's no way. We gotta run that again. We gotta run that again. That's the worst on the channel. We gotta run that one more time, yeah? So it's best of 3, but there's no way this is getting 8 seconds, yeah? Let's get that down, bro. I'm in danger territory, right? This is my channel, yeah? And everyone's done. I can't even remember the top of my head the slowest time, but it's probably in the 7s. But imagine this car's gotta be in the 7s, mate. It's gotta be, innit? It's a Honda S2000. Alright, so we're gonna do another 0 to 60, yeah? We got 8 seconds in the first one, yeah? To be fair, I did have a handbrake to put down, but we're not doing a handbrake this time, yeah? Let's just go. So on 3, 2, 1, go, yeah?
3, 2, 1, go.
7.56 people, yeah? We need to get that. We need to run one more, yeah? I want this car low 7s, yeah? Low 7s. I think it's my starting off. I'm a bit hesitant when I pull off, whether to just blast it or not. So I'm gonna, this time, I'm gonna blast it.
1, go.
7.1. It's not too bad, to be fair, but again,
yeah, I think it's all about just the start.
It's just the start, innit? It's just the start.
Once it gets going.
Yeah, like I'm sure this car can definitely do it a bit quicker. But you gotta remember, it's 20 years old now, 22 years old, so obviously it's had its time. You know, it's been rebuilt. I'm sure if there was a better driver sat in the seat now, they'd be getting the 6.7s and the 6.8s. But we'll call it there. 7.1.4 for the culture. Come on, baby. But yeah, as I said, man, this car, it's been a good journey. Like, obviously, for me, the objective was always to build the car, get it driving on the road, and keep it moving. That's all the objective was in this car. And now we've achieved that. I can honestly say I'm happy with it. It looks cool. There's probably a few bits and bobs that could be done, but like, again, for me, it was never about getting it and turning it into this show car or something, you know, crazy. It was just about enjoying a car that actually, I remember it not being able to start, ended up in a pile. There was spider webs all over it, moss, mold, dirt, stink, everything you could imagine that's wrong with a car, parked up for 7 years, was this car. So the fact we're doing 0 to 60, sending it for the culture, it's got rims, the roof are down, we got air in our lungs from the good British weather. We are good people at home.
Massive transformation.
Massive transformation, so that's all that matters. But again, I will be selling this car, so if anyone at home watching this now that's into Hondas, serious about their cars as well, and would like a car like this, please get at me. Obviously the social media is fast _car_checks. That's how you'll find me. And yeah, but you should be able to find me on Instagram, but just by typing in what I gave you, fast car checks. I'll leave the tag now on the screen. Facebook, I'm more active on Instagram, so that's probably the best points of contact.